Hi guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Joshua Tharby, Chartered Tax Advisor, and I'm here to help you make more money, keep more money, and pay less in taxes. So today we're talking all about how you can exit your business, so sell your business and pay zero tax or zero capital gains when selling the business. So typically when you sell a company, so for instance, you build a software company, this we're working a lot of clients with at the minute, they built software marketing companies, they built a lot of value there, and they're looking at selling this for multiple 7, even 8-figure sums. But the tax bill that comes on that is pretty massive. As you know, we had entrepreneurs relief, which provided 10 million of gains tax at just 10%. This has been slashed now. It's called business asset disposal relief. And you only get 1 million of gains taxed at that 10% rate. So for a lot of people, that gives kind of several millions worth of gains that are taxed at the higher 20% rate. So the amount of tax at stake here is massive. If you sell your business for £10 million, well, actually the amount of tax on that, because chances are you built the business up, you create all the value, so actually you've got 10 million worth of gains on that. The first million, assuming that you've got your business asset disposal relief, would qualify for the 10% rate, so 100,000 tax on that. But the remaining 9 million would be fully taxed at 20%. Well, actually that's 1.8 million, so 1.9 million tax in total on a 10 million gain. That's quite a lot of money for most people, and actually it can be very easily avoided. So how do we avoid this tax? Well, quite simply, at the time of making the disposal, you need to ensure that you are a non-UK resident. And then basically when you qualify for that in the year of disposal, there will be no tax to pay. But there are some anti-avoidance rules that you need to be careful of, and this catches out a lot of people who think they can just go overseas for a year, sell their shares, come back the next tax year, life's good, they've saved their 1.9, their £2 million worth of tax. It doesn't quite work like that. So there are something called the temporary non-residence rules, and assuming that this gain rates, basically all of this gain was built up, all that wealth was accrued in a period where you're a UK resident. Basically, if you were to come back within the next 5 full years, then actually that capital gain would be taxed on you as if you never left. So quite simply, you need to make sure that you are a non-UK resident for full 5 years, at least, in order for that capital gain tax to be completely avoided. But that's pretty straightforward to do, because if you think that tax at stake, if you're selling your company for 10 mil, or actually say 2 mil worth of tax at stake, you could move somewhere, spend £400,000 a year living there, Dubai, somewhere where there's no capital gains tax, and have an absolutely incredible life in there, you know, going off the cards, £400,000 a year spending, do that for 5 years and then come back to the UK. You put in a fantastic 5 years and it's actually cost you nothing, because that £400,000 a year was a tax saving. So you could come back and you'd be square one. Or what most people do is they move to a low tax jurisdiction, Monaco, Dubai, make the capital disposal, and then actually just live a normal, modest lifestyle, bank those tax savings, roll them into the next venture, put them into real estate or some other kind of wealth building activity. So that really is how you do it. If you've got a gain, make sure when you're disposing of those shares, you are non-resident. Beware of the temporary non-residence rules. And also, if you're a property investor, most of these rules don't apply, because UK property is pretty much taxed in the UK now, even if it's in a limited company wrapper, because if it's a property rich company, I won't go into the detail here, but property rich companies are still subject to capital gains, unfortunately. Hope you find this video useful. Please do smash that like button and make sure you subscribe.